Hello, my name's Peter Stanford, and I'm delighted to be talking to you today in Slovakia about my book, Pilgrimage Journeys of Meaning. This is the English edition I'm holding up, but marvellously, the book is now coming out in Slovakian. So I really hope you'll enjoy reading it. The reason that I wrote the book, it's partly a collection of pilgrim journeys I've made myself to places like Medjugorje, Jerusalem, Rome, the Buddha Trail in India, Machu Picchu, some journeys in America as well. But it is also looking at the phenomenon of pilgrimage around the world and how pilgrimage is undergoing a really steep revival at the moment. 20, 30 years ago, certainly in Western Europe, there was a view that religion was slightly old hat, that no one was formally religious anymore in the sense of belonging to a church, but they would sort of search spiritually on their own. And that, you know, who was really worrying very much about religion? People wanted to go on holidays, they wanted experiences, excursions, they didn't want to go on pilgrimage, it was very old-fashioned. But what we have seen over the last 20 or 30 years as well is a very steep rise in pilgrimage, starting with the famous Camino across northern Spain. In the 1980s, about 2,000 or 3,000 people a year were doing it. By 2019, the year before the COVID lockdown, 350,000 people a year were doing it. People were going on pilgrimage again. And yet, lots of these people were people who said they weren't religious. Why were they doing it? That's what I explore in the context of Santiago de Compostela, the Camino, but also in various Christian, Muslim, Jewish shrines, Jerusalem, Mecca, which of course I couldn't go to because I'm not a Muslim, but also over in the East, in different religions. So all the religious traditions are in there, all the 5 continents of the world have places of pilgrimage. And they have fascinating stories to tell. The answer, why are people doing it now? Well, that'd be slightly giving away the book, wouldn't it? So I do urge you to read it. But what I would really like you to do is think about the reasons why people are doing it. Is it something to do with the sense that people are spiritually searching in our very troubled world at the moment? They don't want to do it within religion, but outside. Is it also the sense of history around them? And most of all, is it something to do with those tracks that people walk on, those pilgrimage trails, that somehow they carry you back into a different mindset, and almost something is coming up from the ground underneath you and telling you to think differently, helping you, just almost soothing you into looking at the world in a different way, not to become religious, but in your own life. That's what's at the heart of the book. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much.